David. Today, voters in Alaska and Wyoming will head to the polls in closely watched primaries that could lead to political detours or political comebacks, depending on how you look at it, in both states. In Alaska, former Governor Sarah Palin is trying to win the state's sole seat in Congress. Representative Liz Cheney faces an uphill battle in Republican stronghold Wyoming, which gave Trump his biggest win in 2020. Tom Dempsey joins us now with more on both of those races. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Mitch. Yeah, polls open in Wyoming in just about 2.5 hours. And overnight, former President Donald Trump was posting on Truth Social about the FBI raid in Mar-a-Lago and how he thinks that could actually drive out more Republicans to the polls later today. Representative Liz Cheney has served here at the Capitol since 2017. But, Mitch, this morning, she faces steep odds to come back here for the next term, as some polls show her down by more than 20 percentage points in her race. Again, she faces a primary today to keep her seat. Former President Donald Trump has closely watched this race and backed Cheney's challenger. Here's why. This will give you a hint as to why. Cheney was one of 10 House Republicans who voted to impeach the former president in the aftermath of January 6th. She also currently serves on the Select Committee investigating the matter. And over the last year and a half, she has really pushed back against the false stolen election claims from 2020. The former President Donald Trump, he actually won Wyoming with 70% of the vote back in 2020. A big thing to keep in mind with the race later today. And he's actually backed Cheney's challenger, Harriet Hageman. She's an attorney, but Wyoming not the only state to watch later today. Alaska also another big one. Senator Lisa Murkowski faces a primary later today. Very important to note, she was one of 7 House senators who voted to impeach the former president after January 6th. The former president has endorsed her challenger, Kelly Tshibaka. We also expect to see, as you were saying, Mitch, Sarah Palin's name today, very much in the news. The former vice presidential candidate is in 2 different primaries for the full House term and also a special election to fill the seat of Representative Don Young, who died back in March after serving 50 years in the House. If Palin wins that special election, Mitch, she could actually be back here at the Capitol as soon as later next month. It'll be a late night for results, with polls closing in Wyoming at 9/8 Central and polls closing in Alaska at midnight 11 Central, Mitch.
Amazing. All right. Thank you very much, Tom. And thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation in your cable lineup. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-based, unbiased coverage.